Collective. This is gonna be another clairvoyant energy reading for December of 2025. Yeah, make sure y'all give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below. Finally got me a tripod, decided to get me a tripod to where y'all can see the cards again whenever I shuffle them. So anyways, let's go ahead and see what's going on for the current energy for December of 2025. The last reading I done was negative. But there was a lot of positivity in that read whenever I read about an entity's energies that has to intervene. To set someone free of financial betrayal. All right, so the current energy for right now is the star reverse, Aquarius energy, the moon, Cancer energy, the four of cups, okay, so someone's still doing something underhanded. There's something about a lot of theft here. The moon and the seven of swords together is theft. When Tyra is related, if something is being identified through tower cards, the moon and the seven of swords is going to be connecting this to a possible theft. There's theft here. There's a crime of theft happening. The eight of swords reverse. The moon, the patient man reverse. Capricorn, Pisces energy. These people, man. This is the most nastiest, sickest energy I've ever seen a day of my life. This is straight up demons that are connected to this card right here in reverse. Demons. They're a satanic cult that's working inside of here. This is anything to do with the law. It's a satanic cult. They're demons, bro. So the current energy is the full moon energy is still lingering, but they're still doing things involving ritualistic abuse. So things are still occurring with ritualistic abuse. Sound like to me these individuals are scared of their own damn shadow. They got a lot to be scared of. These individuals that's working inside of here, they have a hell of a lot to be afraid of. It sound like to me the devil's got them right where the devil wants them to with the devil card. The devil has constraints on them spiritually. They're scared because these rituals are not working. They're not able to commit a sacrifice here with the patient man reversing the moon card. Upright would be a sacrifice, but they're trying desperately in order to get that to happen, possibly trying to put you behind bars, but that ain't going to happen. And this is the individuals in this energy that are trying to do that. Ain't got to answer shit. You can carry yourself off my live stream and get the hell on out of here. That's what I tell that comment coming up on here saying that stupid shit. Carry your ass on out of here. You don't tell me a damn thing. Anyways, y'all get it back to the reading here. Okay, so this is the individuals that's in this energy with the justice reverse. They're afraid because this is not going to happen to you with the Eight of Swords reverse. And that right there is all part of a satanic sacrifice. That's what it's connected to. It's connected to a satanic sacrifice, abusive position of power, and all to manipulate the narrative to try to get you to appear as if you're an evil spirited person. You're out there abusing people. You're out there assaulting someone. This could be assault or harassment through messages with the Seven of Swords, aggravated, inappropriate harassment. But this is what these individuals are doing inside this energy right here that works for the justice system. It may not be all of them, but there's just a few of them in there that's in this energy right here. But what they don't realize is this is polluting everybody else that's in the environment of this person. Clarify that. They're continuously and countless amount of times attacking kids. This is what they like to do to these individuals with the Five of Swords. You see that smirk on these individuals' faces? They like to hurt these youngins, man. Y'all need to stop these individuals. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna end up happening. They're gonna fuck with the wrong person. I wish I could really execute my real freedom of speech because I would get into details of what I love to do with one of these fuckers. I like to hurt these individuals. I would love to express myself with a passion to tell you what I love to do to someone like that that likes to hurt and target these individuals. Let me pick these cards up to see if the feds or whoever else is investigating these individuals. It's the entity of the FBI investigating these fucking sick ass pedos that's in this justice system that keeps attacking children, that keeps doing shady shit, sick things to them. I hope this reaches the director Cash Patel to where he can see what's going on in someone's vicinity when it comes to a crooked justice system that likes to target children. This needs the attention of the attorney general that he may work with sometimes and him to where he could direct his agents to take care of a situation because this is out of line. These sick bastards need to be stopped, aggressively stopped. What the fuck the holdup is, bro? Move on it. Is the FBI going to step in and stop this from happening? This is a yes. This is a yes. This is a yes. Judgment reverse. And the Six of Cups at the bottom. This is going to better to transform where someone lives at to bring balance back to these kids. So I'm getting that there is something that's going to end. They're going to end something out, is what it looks like. Some of these individuals that's been doing this can receive the death penalty on a federal level. A federal judge could sentence them to a death penalty. There's a witch here too. There's a witch. witchcraft. This is giving me the vibes of them having enough evidence to pull through with a situation to cause an ending. That could be the raid agents right there, along with the SWAT team with their helmets on. Okay, so this is going to end because something's got to change in order for something to go back to the way it used to be a long time ago. This could be around the year of 1996. Bruh, things ain't been right ever since the year of 1996, where some of y'all stay at. Because I'm getting a lot of 90s vibes from here. This is all about nostalgia moments. That's how long something has been ran. I'll get, yeah. Yeah, they are gonna bring an end to it. Like there may not no longer be an investigation. The next step is causing a shift, a change to happen. Clarify this card right here, the ending card. Okay, so there could be an end to an investigation is what I'm getting to. So if they was investigating something, they seen that somebody was manipulating something that's connected to this Queen of Wands reverse. This is a troublemaker, witch energy. But this is the energy that these people are in, not wanting to take accountability with the judgment reverse and relentlessly having the wrong person accused of doing things that they're not doing and trying to tamper with things and manipulate things. So from the looks of it, the investigation could be ending with a lot of things being used against someone that was committing fraud with the hermit reverse and the judgment reverse. That was having the wrong person accused of doing things that they originally was doing. Clarify the ending card. Okay, so there's an ending to these kids being hurt. This all about them being hurt like this. Things are gonna be back rebalanced. This is what's gonna end. There's no longer gonna be pain inflicted on these individuals or them being used for financial gain to hurt them and to hurt somebody else with false allegations. This individual has gotten exposed. There's a witch that has gotten exposed to be using these individuals in an underhanded manner. What else is going on? What has the FBI possibly spotted with a situation in regards to these individuals being hurt like that? Give me the details. We need the details. We need the details. What have they spotted? I'm getting there's an end into an investigation in order for something to end physically when it comes to these individuals being hurt that way. What have they spotted? Okay, so there's toxic mother figures that's behind that. Toxic parents, unfit parents. They seen that these individuals didn't have something on someone else. Abuse of power. Okay, so this is going to be an indication of toxic parents. Emperor reverse, empress reverse. These people are unfit parents. They've been making up but bad investments financially. They like to start shit and start trouble. They like to have one night stands. I'm also getting they could be discovering the fact that these individuals have been engaging in. Sound like to me they could be getting caught for incest, bro. Something about incest. King of Cups, Six of Cups again. Wheel of Fortune reverse. The Tower. Okay, so this is what these individuals have been doing for their job. They like to cause a lot of chaos between a public setting and to use these individuals to their advantage to cause countless amount of delays and to discard evidence and repeat the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. But I'm getting at the evidence that they think that they discarded it. That right there was collected right up on them for doing that. There's a pattern and a practice here being seen too. The lovers, some of these individuals could be getting in trouble for dating these individuals. With the Knight of Cups reverse, there's a lot of inappropriate things being done on a dating level. This is going to end. There's something about this right here. Something could be coming out about that too. Seven of Wands reverse. Okay, so this card showing itself again. Six of Pentacles showing itself again. Strength reverse showing itself. And Queen of Pentacles reverse. They've been trafficking these kids. That's what they've been doing. They've been trafficking them and using them to their advantages in order to try to get an innocent person in trouble with committing fraud. It's been seen that they like to help each other rather than help the victim. Someone's definitely abusing their position and helping a criminal provide them with financial gain and assets and gifts with the Six of Pentacles in order to keep doing this over and 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 over. There's something coming out about witchcraft being put on these individuals too, hurting them spiritually. Sound like to me there's a witch on an investigation. This is a dark witch. This has been under scrutiny due to someone being scandalized. This is deliberately rigged this way to have someone subjected to scandalization. I'm getting there's something that's about to get stormed, bro. Like they're about to storm a place. There's a storm brewing here. Sound like to me they trying to hurt a King of Cups. This could be related to a Scorpio. Scorpio masculine. Trying to hurt an innocent man here. There's something fishy going on behind this man's back. See that fish in the background? There's something fishy going on behind this man's back. When all of these individuals connected to this tower energy, which is a lot of chaotic energy, and there's people that are older than this masculine that keeps on investing their time into doing this to him. It's being seen that this masculine is not being helped out. This masculine is being completely ignored on a local level where this person stays. They're being completely ignored. They act like they don't know who this man is, but the things that are being done to him is proven they know exactly who he is, and they're relentlessly trying to wreck his reputation and to obstruct his justice. Could also be a female that's a victim of that too. This could also be resonate with a female. So this is what they have the knowledge on. And this card's coming out again with the Six of Cups. So that means that everything that was done this whole time, there is a change that's going to happen because this is exposing what has been being done throughout this whole process. They discovered someone's innocence and they discovered a lot of bad investments being done with unfit parents that was targeting this person. It's been discovered that this person has been bullied at their job. People trying to cause problems at the individual's place of work with the Five of Pentacles reverse. There's financial fraud that's taking place. The individual being a victim of financial fraud at their place of employment with the Five of Pentacles reverse. So there's multiple things being done to this one person right here. This is the only court card that's in an upright position. The rest of these people are in reverse. And this is what's exposed. All of these investments behind that was done behind this King of Cups' back has got exposed. They're helping the wrong ones. They're helping this individual right here, Queen of Pentacles reverse, in order to get this individual to appear as if they're a nasty, toxic person through messages with the Knight of Cups reverse energy. This could be related to with the lovers and the Knight of Cups reverse. This is supposed to be explicit imagery right here, but I colored that in so I can show the cards on my channel. So I dressed them up. But in reality, the lovers are explicit imagery. And with this being related to extortion, because that's what the Knight of Cups reverse means. This is what they like to do for their place of employment that's been engaging in these practices. You put the lovers, which is sexual, right? That would be the S added on to extortion, sextortion. This is also related to X trafficking, blank X trafficking. That's what this means in reverse. And you see that money in reverse, right? So they're discovering that there's a female somewheres that is doing this for possibly a second job. This is literally their employment. This is what they like to do for their employment because someone has employed this person to do this to them. This is someone in a position to offer help and assistance, but this is who they're offering help and assistance to. This energy right here could be a King of Pentacles reverse too. But at the same time, trying to bully this individual at their place of employment that is on the opposite side of the situation. The innocent person being subjected to bullying at their place of employment and financial scrutiny all at the same time. That's all what's being discovered here. And the underlying energy is unfit parents that are doing this. So these are older people that's older than this King of Cups. That's being seen to be doing that. Causing numerous amount of delays, scandalizing an individual, having them a victim of fraud, manipulating things on them through causing trouble. And these individuals like to use their connections, also inappropriate connections and sexual connections, in order to do it. This is what has been discovered. If the feds are investigating this, this is what they discovered. And this is what's going to better to cause a permanent ending and a change. And this give me the vibes of a raid. That's enough to bust these individuals for doing this to this person because of these individuals being harmed along with this individual. But I'm getting that their main concern about these matters is these children, bro. They care about this person too, but their main focus on these matters is these individuals being used in a malicious manner and being hurt. I'm being guided to give a shout out to the Operation Restore Justice, the division of the Operation Restore Justice. I'm sensing their energy heavily. I'm sensing the FBI SWAT heavily. That's what you call the real soldiers, bro. That's the real soldiers. That's not gonna put up with that. That's gonna be these individuals' guardian angels through the physical form to make sure they ain't never gonna get hurt again. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is giving me the heavy vibes of the SWAT members. How they wear their gear, they got their helmets on, and they coming in to bring an end into the situation. And this right here would be connected together, bringing it in by a raid happen because of all of this. For some of y'all, this could have already happened, but there's something that keeps on still occurring with another situation or somebody else. But for some of you, this could have already been brought down because there's a lot of videos that are surfacing on YouTube of the feds getting rid of problems like this. They're cracking down on these type of situations. They're not playing. They're not playing. They're not playing, bro. I mean, if they go ahead and do their research and they look through the federal law book, they're going to see through the titles and sections of how extreme these violations are. And for this to be being seen the way it's being seen with the Six of Pentacles, to manipulate things, to fabricate things about this person behind their back, and to continuously cause trouble, that right there is enough in itself as to prove to them that these individuals ain't gonna never help this person or never bring proper justice to them. So that right there is enough confirmation to them as I say, yep, they have to step in because this is going to continue as long as their intervention don't happen. But from the looks of it, they could have enough on these matters in order to bring it in and by a raid happening. I don't know when though, but this is what's coming out of my cards. It's quite obvious what they like to do for their place of employment. Somebody else's place of employment that's the innocent person is being affected financially with the Seven of Pentacle diverse. Clarify all of this energy. Two of Swords. Okay, so this is what is being seen, all this confusion. All these individuals are doing is causing confusion and lying. Clarify the tower energy. Two of Pentacles. There's something about wire fraud. Something very significant about wire fraud. That's money connected to a wire. Something very significant about a wire. That's currency going from one end of the wire to the other end. There's a double here too. Is this King of Cups identity being used through the situation? Clarify that. Upright for yes, reverse for no. Yes. Yes, it is. This man's identity is definitely being used. How was this figured out with the Three of Wands energy? This is too many. How was this figured out? Oh, Nine of Pentacles reverse. So that right there would be all connected to all that stolen currency, all that trafficking currency. This was all that money that was made, and there's an earth sign that's behind that, and somebody else that's behind it too. There's a female behind doing this to a masculine with a Nine of Pentacles reverse. This is connected. Okay, so this right here would be related to a female doing this to a masculine. This is what the feds could have uncovered. There's a female attacking a masculine, scamming, scheming, trafficking, and using an individual's identity to do it. There's financial investigations occurring right now with a Nine of Pentacles reverse. They investigated some type of money trail that's going to lead this back to a female in reverse. Female is using this masculine's identity to do this to him. The devil reverse by trying to get this man to appear as if he's an abuser, but he's not. There's something that's being released out of this masculine's energy. Devil reverse. They could have disconnected something about something being attached to this masculine to hurt him. Something could have been disconnected. Damn, bro, whoever this resonate with, the feds are working hard on these matters to clear this shit out. This shit of this energy. Damn, they ain't playing. Feds ain't playing. I can feel that energy with the devil reverse. It's like they're loosening things, like disconnecting certain things from, like, this could be through a device. They're disconnecting, but they're also extracting information and evidence off of that. Yeah, they ain't about to be doing this shit to this person. Who the fuck y'all think y'all are? Shout out to the feds, bro. With the devil card reverse, this is a very positive energy I'm getting from them. They're disconnecting certain things. This give me the vibes of something being connected. But in reverse, it's all about disconnecting something, as I say. But they're doing multiple things to make sure this is cleared up. Is what I'm getting here. And this is going to lead them straight to a female that's been doing this to this guy, connected to somebody that's helping them out in power. Like I said, this could also be a female that could be in the Queen of Cups' energy that could have been going through that too, okay? Once again, this is not nothing like I'm not angry at the Fed, y'all. It's just this situation desperately needs their intervention because of how serious these matters are. I'm not trying to sound like I'm coming across as disrespecting God, but they're going to have to be him with this situation. They're going to have to be him physically. Not like him, but they're going to have to be a simulation of his presence physically. That would be this right here. Coming in to put an end into the situation with a raid. It's over. And to get these toxic, nasty, disgusting predator individuals out of this person's energy. They're going to have to be a simulation of the Most High, y'all. I'm just going to speak it how I see it, how I sense it. Because these individuals are demonic, diabolical. They're not going to stop until the feds say enough is enough. And their presence is there at the institution, at the individual's place of residence with a raid, with the SWAT truck outside. As I say, they need to come out with their hands up and addressing their presence at the property. They can either have a knock search warrant or a no knock. A no knock means they could just go in the residence without announcing their presence. I'm getting that could possibly happen. They need to be caught off guard. They need to be caught off guard. They need to be scared shitless. Clarify the devil reverse. So they could definitely be disconnecting things from what is trying to control this person. They could be also getting something off of their identity. There could be some type of protection on their identity to protect them. They could be placing security, something about heavy security on their identity to protect them. And if people want to know about that, yes, the feds can indeed protect somebody when it comes to that. I want to say that is the truth. I'm gonna have to do my research, but if I'm not mistaken, they could protect somebody when it comes to that. They could protect their identity. Clarify the devil reverse. This is related to possibly a device or something meant to track this person. There's something very significant about disconnecting something from this individual's follows, something about following them, this individual's travels, disconnecting from disconnecting something from relentlessly trying to cause this person problems with their travels to get them in trouble. Something could have been seized covertly without nobody knowing. Something's telling me they may have a hold to a GPS tracker or some type of device that they could have obtained covertly through a ghost operation. They knew something was they knew something was connected to someone's travels involving a vehicle. I'm not really getting on their person because then they would be able to know if something's on them, you know. But if this is related to travels, if they're in a vehicle traveling, there was something that was connected to their vehicle. See how that protection just went over like that? So there's something that was disconnected possibly from the person's vehicle that's connecting this to these individuals. This is giving me the vibes of a device. You never know who's out there protecting you, bro. Let's say if you go out to the store somewhere it's one night and it's at nighttime, that would be the perfect time. Or hell, it could be broad daylight. Some people fail to realize that some of these individuals that may be in the FBI could be a Navy SEAL, so they're very much trained when it comes to camouflaging themselves into their surroundings because they know how to appear invisible. That's something that the military teaches the Navy, etc. I know a bit about that. There's a certain way that you can move and a certain thing that you can do with the position that you're in. You could stand there in plain sight and still not be seen, even without even having any camouflage, like to camouflage yourself into your surroundings. You can look like an object. People would overlook you. You standing right there. It's all about stealth mode training. But it makes it even better if this was at nighttime. I'm just saying, y'all, like there's a lot of creative things they can do when it comes to that to trying to extract certain things. But what I'm getting here is it will make it even better if it was at nighttime because that's going to be a sign to where it's not going to draw attention to them. And just like, yeah, that's what I was saying. Let's say if you go to the store one night or you go to the shopping mall and you just happen to go there to walk around. Some of these individuals could be following you not to hurt you, but to see where you're going in order to get underneath the vehicle or observe something while you're in the store and obtain something without your knowledge. But that's for your protection because of something following you, something else that's following you that's not supposed to be doing that to you in order to protect you. As I say, oh, wait a minute. Ah, yeah, that's what this is, huh? And they got their gloves on. That way they could obtain the fingerprints off of this device. Nah, this is the real FBI, bro. This is who I'm talking about right here. This the real feds. That's how an investigation supposed to be conducted. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they got their own ways of operating things, but that right there sounds like a complex, advanced investigation. Making sure that they have their gloves on when they remove the device off the vehicle and put it in the evidence bag, but they do it on a stealth mode level. As to say, yeah, wait a minute, hold on a minute, that's coming with them, and yet you don't know nothing about it, along with these individuals because it's covertly done. It's covertly done. So just when you think that you being unlawfully tracked, that would be a Fourth Amendment violation, unreasonable searches upon you and your property. And this is something that these individuals right here are well aware of. Because your Fourth Amendment is not supposed to be violated when it comes to someone sitting there trying to falsely accuse you of doing something deceptive when you're not. And especially if there's a device connected to the individual's vehicle, which is their property, this would be unreasonable searches upon this person's person and their property. So that's twice. Because it's not only you, that's your property that you're traveling with. That's yours. It's in your name. So that means that's both violations, I want to say. So if people are afraid, which I'm not really getting any fearful energy, but there are some people out there that like to get in a frantic. They like to be in fear. They like to let their anxiety control them. That's the worst thing to do with a situation like this. You must remain calm. You are allowed to be irritated, but being anxious and being in fear, that's the wrong energy to be in. I promise you. Be aware of your surroundings, but don't be over hyper vigilant when it comes to that because that right there is going to make matters worse. It's best to, if you want to say a prayer before you get to your destination, you could say a prayer or listen to some music that resonates with your soul to keep you in a balanced energy. I mean, that's what I like to do. Put on some heavy metal, put on some techno music. And that right there is going to keep you in a grounded vibration where you feeling good about yourself. You ain't worried about shit. So no matter what is happening in your surroundings, have faith in the Most High that you're protected. And little do some of you out there know when you pray to the Most High for divine protection, along with physical protection, that can manifest through individuals in power that you may not know about that can protect you. That's a sign that your prayers are being answered. Look like to me something was covertly obtained and seized off of someone's property while they was traveling. And nobody knows about this. Nobody. And it looked like to me they got everything off of this little device right here that was being used to do this to this person. They got all the information. Nine of Pinnacle Diverse, they got all the information. Damn, you really got these many people that's connected to it? But I'm getting that this was already obtained, so it don't matter if I call out or not. because I'm really not trying to reveal too much details, y'all, but I'm just saying these individuals that operate in this energy don't believe that they can ever get stopped. So it really don't matter if I announce it or not, but I'm not going to be too specific with the details. Just like I said before, when it comes to certain things being done, I won't ever speak on that because trust me, I do know enough about it, but I'm not going to announce that over my live streams, okay? But when it comes to some of you that may be a victim of this type of activity, you never know who you may have in the background protecting you. But this is going to be pertaining to a situation that is not in the air. Like, who is behind this? They clearly know who's behind something. Okay. This is not a mystery. You can't just go to the higher ups as and say, "Oh, you're being followed." There has to be an explanation. There has to be detailed, documented evidence to prove who the perpetrator is beyond that. Because if you go to them, and you say that, "Oh, well, somebody's following you," they're going to ask you, "Well, who's following you?" And that's going to come across as gaslighting. You don't want that. You want to be able to explain yourself in a detailed form while providing evidence to them. You have to fight these situations, bro. You have to stand up. Sometimes it takes for you to gather evidence of your First Amendment, exercise your First Amendment in a public setting, because you do have the right to record in the public. If you're traveling on a highway or you traveling anywhere in a public setting, as long as it's not private property and don't have a no trespassing sign, you can even stand behind that no trespassing sign and still record. But the minute you get on that property, they can do something about it, okay? Because it's private property. But you do have the right to exercise the First Amendment to record your surroundings. You have the First Amendment to exercise the First Amendment to record if there's officials that may be doing something to you that's not right. You have the right to document that down. But I will say, even though you do have the right to go up to the unit and to talk to them, I would keep a safe distance, at least 50 to 100-foot distance from the officer. You do not want to alert them in a way because they could twist that and use that against you as to say, "Oh, well, you're attacking them." You don't want that, even though you're not doing that. But this is going to better to prevent that from being falsely accusing you of doing something that you're not. You don't want that, even though you do have the right to question them. But if you know that they're doing something shady and suspicious that's not right, keep about a maybe 50, I want to say round it off to 100 to 200 feet from the officer. You want to keep a safe distance between you and the officer if they're in their unit, or even if they're in person too. You want to keep a safe distance from you and the official. And it's perfectly fine to document down what you feel is being done. Okay? And you announce it, "Hey, this is concerning to me. I'm a concerned US citizen about what is going on in a public setting." I mean, y'all can address it however you want, but that would be the proper way to announce that while you're recording something. This is very concerning to me. I do not feel safe. I do not feel comfortable with this being done. This is concerning to me. It's all in the way that you approach a situation with the way that you announce things too. That's going to have you credible enough to where something can be looked into the proper way. You cannot go to the higher ups in fear, bro, because I'm going to tell you right now, it's not that they're not going to believe you. They're just there with nothing to work with. They can't help you. It's not that they can't help you, it's just they don't have anything to go off of. They don't have, okay, well, what is the main root of the problem? Like, who is it that's behind that? Why is that happening? They want to know that. They want to know that. And it's best if you do have the information to document and to identify who is behind that, because that right there is going to create a leeway as I say, okay, well, there's the information to prove there's something to go off of. But they're still going to have enough probable cause in order to initiate and to conduct a physical investigation. They can't just look into something over the hearsay. There has to be enough power beyond something in order for something physical to be done. And that could take a good while. But as long as you're persistent in collecting documentation, something is relentlessly bothering you and you're documenting it down and you have it to report this, eventually it's going to catch their attention as I say, okay, there's a pattern happening here. and they already have enough reasonable suspicion, but they're mainly looking for the probable cause because they got to go through certain procedures when it comes to their investigations. I'm being guided to let somebody know, like this could be a female that could be in fear of her life, or you could just feel highly uncomfortable while you travel. I'm here to let you know that there's nothing to worry about. Okay, there's nothing to worry about. You're going to be okay. There's nothing out there that's going to hurt you, even though your reputation could be damaged. These people are not going to physically hurt you. Okay, they're not. God has His hand and He has His angels placed all around you. You're going to be just fine. I promise you, sweetheart. Whoever this is resonating with, you're going to be just fine. This could be resonating with a 39-year-old feminine. Something very significant about a 39-year-old feminine that may be victimization, like to be victimized of this activity, you're going to be fine. She could be in her 30s that's going through that. There's a 30-year-old lady out there somewhere that may be going through that. Everything is going to be okay. There's nothing to freak out about. There's nothing to be scared about. Even though it may be an intense situation, just know that you have heavily divine angels around you that's protecting you. And you also have a great grandfather that is protecting you too. I don't need my cards when it comes to this energy. There's a great grandfather of yours that is heavily protecting you. That's making sure other people in your surroundings, your angels are influencing other people to pay attention to you also, to watch out for you that could be coming across as sweet and genuine. You can notice how other people that may be in your vicinity that may be sweet. That's a sign right there that people care about you. There's angels out there that are working through these individuals to make sure that you're in a high vibrational energy, to make sure that you don't even think about this negativity that's going on around you. It's going to be okay. There's nothing to be in fear of. You're going to be just fine, I promise you. There's nothing out there that's going to hurt you. Now, to a masculine out there that may be going through this and this may be irritating you, this may be putting you in the hawk mode to where you feel like you want to flash out on everybody, this is perfectly understandable. You have every bit of justification to feel that energy. You have every bit of justification. It's justifiable why you feel that way. And the main thing about it, you not reacting, you not flashing out. That right there gives you more power, bro. That gives you way more power. You know what I'm saying? That gives you way more power. Because I'm gonna tell you who's witnessing that. The individuals that may be protecting you. Just like they're protecting the feminine. They're a witness of that. Like, damn, bro, you got all these weirdos sitting here trying to do all this to this person, and he still ain't lashing out. Look at that. Check them out. They could be proud of you for not lashing out on these individuals. Because that's where you got the power at. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's laughing in the background. I'm telling you. That could be one of these individuals on here that may be protecting somebody. And I'm getting like this smirk on someone's face, like, like that. Maybe it's the way I announce situations, how I address situations, like with my comical side. Hell, somebody could be proud of me. Somebody could be proud of me. I appreciate that. If there is somebody out there that may be proud of me that may not, because they know that I'm not acknowledged in a positive way where I'm at all. I mean, not everybody is toxic to me like that. No, it's just the illusion of you feel like you're just outcasted because that's exactly what's happening. You feel that you're not welcome to society, but it's the things that are being done in order for that to happen. But that's not going to sit there and affect me. But I do deserve to have connections and I do deserve to have associations with people to communicate with people. It's not that I'm a damn monster, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, well, this guy, he gonna turn into the Hulk. It's like, damn, but they trying to make somebody look like damn Freddy Krueger or something. But yet the people that are doing that to you is actually fitting the description of the fucking toxic energy. That's what I'm aware of. I try to say that before, bro, even to some of the officials that may not be involved or connected to that. Man, don't be afraid to talk to me in a public setting. They could come up to me and say, hey, man, what's up? What's good with you? I sit there and talk to them. Matter of fact, I talked to an official at the fair not too long ago. I went up to him and shook his hand like it wasn't nothing because he had that approachable energy. That's why. Because I knew in my heart, my soul, that he's not a bad guy. Even though this may be surrounding him, still though, he has the right to talk to me. He has the right to shake my hand. Simple as that. I had a conversation like it wasn't nothing. Sat there, cut up for a little while, and went on my way. But yet I could feel like this irritation energy behind the scenes, like, oh, why is he talking to him? That's my damn right. That's like, damn, bro. Somebody sees a problem. Oh, well, you talking to an official. So what? It's all about communicating. It's all about sitting there being your true, authentic self and having a good time, bro. That's what the fair is there for. That's what the bandstand is there for. To sit there and listen to the music and enjoy your freedom. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Oh, well, he's talking to an official. Well, so be it. I'm not just gonna sit there and ignore the man whenever we acknowledge each other and he came up to me, I shook his hand. I'm not gonna ignore that. But yet there's somebody in the background that was irritated over that. I don't give a damn what they don't like. I'm gonna be myself. If someone's greet me with mutual respect and respects me, I'm gonna respect them right back. I have a conversation with them. That's just proof right there. Not literally all of them are bad. Some of them are there to do their job, bro. They're there to patrol what is going on in their surroundings. They're there to patrol to make sure things are under control. Some of them are there not there to hurt you. Like, damn. And this is a big guy, too. You know what I'm saying? Official at least over 6'2". But it's all in the energy, bro. It's all in the character. It's all in who the person is. They show you certain respect. They show you respect and they greet you with respect. It's all about giving that back in return. It's like some of these individuals that may be involved that's behind all this right here don't like none of that. They don't like the genuine officials actually appreciating you or showing you support. Just like I said before, it's like somebody had a problem when a higher up official wanted to be with a spiritual person. What the hell is there a problem with a law official wanting to be with a spiritual person? They act like it's the end of the world, but they act like it's a crime. You know what I'm saying? Ain't a damn crime. Fuck, the individual they want some of that good spiritual energy, don't they? They want some of that spiritual energy. They want to experience the spiritual person's energy. They're like, oh man, they got a headache. You know what I'm saying? Their job stress them out. They pissed off. They got a headache. They lower energy. They're aggravated. They want the spiritual person to bring back balance on the spiritual level because they got the spiritual authority. You know what I'm saying? And yet some people want to look at, well, they can't date. Oh, well, they can't do that. Bullshit. Bullshit. Lady. Anyways, getting back to the reading. Look, as I'm saying that, the high priestess, but that's too many cards, y'all. This card came out too. But anyways, what I'm getting here, y'all, getting back to the message, y'all. I didn't want to interrupt the reading, but I'm just stating what's going on and how like people should be naturally allowed to communicate with somebody. It's like there's been way too much force and a false narrative on an innocent person. We're doing all this to them to try to get them in trouble. To clarify the devil reverse, judgment reverse. So this what's going on with the devil reverse and judgment reverse. Scorpio energy, Capricorn energy. Yeah, okay, so there could have been a device that could have been connected to somebody's vehicle, involving their movement. There's something very significant about something interfering with this individual's movement and having them falsely accused. But that right there could have been extracted and obtained off of that. Yeah, there's something here that could have been disconnected. Give me another clarifier. Five of Cups reverse. Okay, so this could be pertaining to a water sign. What else is going on? Knight of Wands reverse. In reality, it's another male that's doing something to this person, or another feminine. Someone try to get this individual to appear as if they're reckless with inappropriate activity with the Knight of Wands reverse. But turns out this is all false allegations against this person. And something was being done when it comes to a device. This rectangular shape right here with the connections right here is giving me the vibes of something being disconnected. And this is what's getting caught. The Magician, Virgo Gemini energy. Damn, the Sun. Okay, so this is two major arcanas back to back. That means that someone that's a powerful person has been illuminated as an innocent person. Apparently, someone was able to use their resources to their advantage in a proper way to expose what was going on. This is what's going to better to expose that. Oh, as I'm saying that, King of Swords, look, I ain't seen this card in a long time. King of Swords trying to hide. He's trying to be, I'm telling you, he trying to be undercover somewhere else. With the King of Swords, he's like, even though they may not be able to see me, I'm around. Hmm. Look at that. That's too many. Okay, so there's full truth and clarity on these matters by someone using their resources the proper way to have it exposed. Once again, I'm getting something to do with something being seized. That could be glove. Look at the gloves right there. Remember how I channeled earlier? Something with gloves, like there could have been an official right here. This give me the vibes of a screwdriver too. A screwdriver unscrewing something or prying something off. Prying something off, but making sure something don't break at the same time. Like it was very careful at removing something. Oh, I'm getting fingerprints has been whoever done this, whoever has put this on someone's transportation to do this to them, they had to use gloves in order to obtain fingerprints off of this device. And this is going to be linked back to the same people that has been doing this to this person. You see the gloves? Look at that. Someone had to wear gloves in order to obtain something off of someone's property. That way they could get the fingerprints because they don't want their fingerprints to override that. Five of Wands reverse as I'm saying that. Okay, so this could be related to a lot of this device could have been connected to a lot of burner devices. Several individuals with burner devices that was connected to something connected to someone's transportation. There could be up to five individuals, or if not more than that, several of people. And the wands represent fire. So that right there is going to be an indication of several of burner devices that was originally connected to this device that was illegally put on this person's transportation. Okay, so that right there would be in regards to the communications. Is this what this is? Clarify that. Too many. Is this what this is? Four of Pentacle diverse. From the looks of it, someone's losing a lot of things, bro, with this Four of Pentacle diverse. There was something that was connected to it in order to control something, but that right there is being released with the Four of Pentacles reverse. It could be something close to that, but there was something that was used to hold this person back, but it's in reverse. Oh, that could be a GPS tracker. This could also be pertaining something to do with air tag, because air tags are circular. But there's something that was also installed, and maybe something a bit different, but there was a device to where they could do different things to try to make it appear as if this is the person that's doing something, but they're not. But there's also a GPS tracker on that. Oh, that okay. So that was a crime that was discovered. That's a crime that has been uncovered. Fingerprints of this device has been discovered too. They have enough to arrest these people. This is arrest being made. They have enough to arrest these people. This one's gonna get it along with everybody else that was helping them. That little plan ain't gonna work. Two of Wands reverse. Something could have been discovered between 5 weeks to 2 days, or 1 to 2 weeks ago or so. 5 weeks would be a month. I want to say a month and a week. 5 weeks would be rounded off. That would be a month. And there's something significant about 1 to 2 weeks, 1 to 2 days, 1 to 2 hours. This is related to all them conversations being sent. Don't these individuals not realize that this person has dash cameras? How the fuck is this person gonna better to do shady shit when you can see both of their hands holding a steering wheel? This is stupid. How does the Fed see these individuals using this when this person may have? Because a lot of people in these times have dash cams. Hopefully, you got a camera where you can view the front of your vehicle and all around your vehicle, including the inside, the interior of it, to where you can see both of the seats, the driver, the passenger seat, and the back seats. You can see all of that. Because that right there is going to better to prove that you ain't behind something sending messages or doing anything shady. How does the feds view this this being done to this person? while possibly knowing that they have dash cams in their vehicle. They see it for what it is. They see that this is a trap. They could see this as a trap. Pisces energy. They see this as a way to trap somebody, to have somebody held up, but I'm getting that they see it exactly for what it is. Oh, they also see someone's hands being free too. Look at that. It's like their hands are nowheres around to do something. It's like someone's not doing nothing. Because if you look at the hands, even though you can't see the hands, it's in a position of where this person don't have anything in their hands. And they're looking straight forward. Hmm. They see it for what it is. They see the situation exactly for what it is. And this person don't have anything in their hands and they're looking straight ahead. How are they able to do that? I'm also getting they could see this as an underhanded trap to trap this person from the shit that they're doing to them. Yeah, this is connected to this person's vehicle. This is a vehicle here in reverse. Cancer energy. Ain't nobody bot. Get the fuck out of my damn live stream. Fucking weird ass people. Fake ass accounts. So there's something significant about a vehicle here. So this the chariot card and the tarot means a vehicle. This is what they're enlightened to. This could have been done while the individual travels and while they're parked. Like while they go to their destination, someone's doing shady shit to this individual while they're at their destination that's not around the vehicle. But it's mimicking as if it's coming from the vehicle. But this is who is behind doing this to this person's property, tampering with their property. You know what I'm getting here with the wings and the color pattern of the stars and the yellow and the blue here, huh? If some of you may have higher up protection, there's something that's right there that may be extracting information. Uh-huh. There's something protecting somebody. That's gonna better to prove that they ain't doing no shady shit inside their vehicle. Uh-huh. The high priestess, secret protection, what I'm getting. I'm getting for some of y'all out there, the feds know that you know something too with the high priestess. They they know that you on to these individuals with the high priestess. They know that you on to what these individuals are doing. And something could have proved that and backed you up on that too physically. They know that you on these individuals. Knight of Swords. They know some of you out there are highly agitated and angry. There goes that damn thing again. So they know that you're angry. Your intuition could have been your biggest hero through this situation. This is a heroic energy. Your intuitive powers could have been your biggest hero. So your intuition is the biggest heroic energy of the situation by trusting your intuition. You use your intuition to access what was being done. And that's the biggest heroic energy that you have to you. Some of you could have read about what was being done if you're a reader. You could have read about what was being done to you because this was only the only other way that you was able to cover what was being done. Some of you could have used your cards. 10 of Cups. Some of you out there, your family knows that you gifted two of the 10 of Cups energy. Some of your family knows that you have a higher power gift. And your family may love that about you, believe it or not. You have somebody in your family that loves that about you. They could be seeing you defend your family because you know things that's being done. Yeah, look at that. The Hermit reverse. You could be protecting one of your family members from having their rights violated. Some creep trying to look into them, trying to track them. Fuck out of here. Some of you could be a Virgo, don't have to be. The Two of Swords. They may have some knowledge on one of your family members being stalked by one of these weird ass people in the law that was abusing your rights and violating your rights. And they could have seen you stand up and defend this person because of that. Fucker with it. Make the fuck out of here. You're watching shit. From the looks of it, the Fed's gonna make sure that you and your family are not ever gonna be messing with these fucking predators again. King of Wands is someone that could take action. They also see you as an action taker. Some of you could be a Leo male. Yeah, 7 of Cup Traverse. They see you for who you are. You're a leader. You're a protector. You're not gonna let these individuals hurt you or your family, bro. And they celebrate you for that. That's a three-letter word. Look, you got a celebration here with the 3 of Cups energy. Check it out. Look, that's the F, that's the B, and that's the I. They cheering the hell out of this individual. They're like, hell yeah. Because you know things with the moon reverse. You know a lot of things that they think is a secret, but it's really not. Especially if you're one of these people right here, you already know. You don't have to be a reader. You could just be an intuitive person. You already know what's going on. This giving the vibes to some of these individuals. They may have not have had enough probable cause when this first started, regards on how long this has been being done. But there's some of them that could be in this energy as to say that they know that like they knew they knew that you knew all along or something. Like you knew something all along. They knew all along you was on or something. I mean, bro, if somebody keeps on messing with you, and obstructing your rights and keeps doing shady shit to you to try to get you in trouble, wouldn't that draw attention to it? Because it's obvious. It's not that people are following you like that. No, you are being harassed, bro, and this could be seen. People don't want to leave you alone, and this can actually be seen. Seven of Swords, but somehow you managed to outsmart that and gather evidence. That's, that's giving me the vibes of someone watching your back covertly. That can also be sneaky themselves to get information. Yeah, on this corruption. They're getting information. Look how they turn around like that. They're getting information on these individuals that's working in there. All these individuals that think that they're going to try to get something to go against you got outsmarted by multiple individuals. By you, number one, and other people in here, apparently. They got outsmarted. The fuck they going at with this situation? Nowheres. Yeah, exactly. Not going nowhere. It's full reverse. Two major arcanas backing it up. Ain't going nowheres with this plan. Okay, so what is a plan? Wouldn't that be premeditation? Why is this plan out to start with? Wouldn't that be intentionally planned out to be done on an intentional level to obstruct this person's justice? That's not enforcing no law, bro. That's violating and obstructing their justice. And that's what drawing a lot of attention to the situation to have something looked into. This is not the law, bro. Just reverse is not the law. This is extreme violations. And there's someone higher than it. Look at that. The Hierophant card comes out right as I'm saying that. There's people in here that knows that this is wrong too. Because they're validating every violation, every obstruction that was committed. See how they putting their hand up to this just reverse and say, oh, hold up a minute. Hold up a minute. Y'all ain't doing things by the book inside this damn system. Scheming, huh? Scamming, scheming, providing a criminal in order to impersonate this person, to use their identity in order to make money off of them and actually try to get them in trouble to make more money off of them. How is this a law whenever the individual's being employed to do this for their job? But yet possibly trying to use the same individual as a victim against this person? Yeah, they know what your little plan is. They know what y'all up to. Somebody trafficking and exploiting people with someone's identity is a victim. Feds are like, oh, hold the fuck up. Hold on. Wait up a minute. Wait up a minute. They putting their hand in these individuals' fads and say, uh-uh. That ain't the law, bro. Clarify that. Yeah, look at that. Temper traverse Sagittarius energy. Libra Taurus Sagittarius energy. All of these individuals in here, bro, are off balanced and are not genuine with the temper traverse. Whoever has been connected to doing this to this person is not genuine at all. They're an evil spirited person with the temper traverse. Nasty, 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 nasty energy. Clarify that. Yeah, Page of Pentacle reverse. That's why. There's something that could be coming out about blackmailing. This could be emotional blackmailing, or this could just be regular blackmailing connected to extortion. Temperance and a Page of Pentacle reverse is blackmailing. Nine of Wands reverse. And whoever has been doing this is scared. Very paranoid and very scared. Because they know that your identity is not going to be used in a malicious manner because the person that's been using your identity has already got caught through an investigation. Now it's just a physical ending of them bringing a transformation to the situation to happen. It's already been clear that you're not the person attacking nobody. They're using your identity in order to wreck your reputation and to try to put charges on you or to try to get you in trouble. That's been cleared up what it looks like. They know an ending's coming, bro. They know it is. Like I said, this ain't no fucking job. Definitely ain't the law. That ain't serving and protecting. Okay, so you got these people scared. Yeah, because of doing this to you. Ten of Swords, as I'm saying that. That's why they're afraid because of this being discovered. This is a victimization card here, Ten of Swords. Not a good look for these individuals doing this to you. Wow, they're trying to play victim as if, oh, they're being hurt and then this and that. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't none of them being hurt. This is what's being done to you, and this is what's being observed, which is why they putting their hand in these individuals' face. Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Uh-uh. 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 Let's wait up a minute. So a trafficker is supposed to be a victim, right? Someone using this individual's identity in order to do this to them to hurt them is a victim, right? Bullshit. And being employed by people that's supposed to be serving and protecting to give them the opportunity and give them that position to do this to this person, and yet they're supposed to be a victim. Yeah, okay. Ten of Pentacles. Look like to me they're gonna be forced to pay all kind of money back. They're gonna be forced to pay a lot of money. The Star reverse. All this money that they think that they have, bro, is gonna go right back to the look like to me if there was a lot of currency stolen, that's gonna go right back to the rightful owner that was using this person's identity. And that's gonna put them in despair and drain them of everything. All this money. All of this success that they think that they have, that right there is gonna go back to the rightful owner because of this individual using this individual identity. Damn. Yeah, look at that. Six of Wands. That's gonna go right back to the celebrity or this public figure. This is theirs. Some of you may have enough currency to buy up the whole damn town or city with a 10 of Pentacles. You better purchase every single place in there and run everybody out of there if you really wanted to. It's your fucking town. It's your city. You could buy up the police department. You could buy up whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? You could, if you got the money, bro, you could buy that. You could buy it, bro. You could purchase the stores. You could purchase hotels. You could purchase the police department, the sheriff's department. You got the money, bro. You can do it. That's a once in a lifetime thing, bro, for something like this to happen. Oh, that's the thing. This is a rare occasion for something like this to happen, y'all. Because usually people are known to be winning the lottery with all of this right here, and they have the money. But this is in regard to financial compensation from multiple people and multiple ways that something was caught here, is what it looks like. That can lead to the Ten of Pentacles energy. Because it's been discovered that you haven't been hurting anybody this whole time. Your identity was being used to hurt other people with a person that was supposed to be a victim of you supposedly harassing them or being some type of bad person to them, a bad influence to them, but yet there's nothing going on between you and this person or these other people. They are relentlessly attacking you. And this is how these individuals were able to get away with doing it because of identity theft with a Nine of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, with a lot of misinformation, lying, trying to get legal contracts to go against you with a bunch of falsified information. Okay, so if they're trying to drag this out on a legal level locally, these individuals, hold up a minute. Nope. They will not proceed any further with these fucking corrupt shit that's been done to this person. Yeah, this is a block. No, no, They're getting in the way of that. They will not proceed any further with this bullshit. It's over. It's like they coming like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Nah. This ain't going. I'm telling you, it's like everybody having a good time, and it's like people in the back are like, whoa. Nah. This ain't gonna be going on like that. Imagine a room full of drunks. You know what I'm saying? Look, imagine a room full of drunks. And it's like everybody talking all over each other. It's like it's like the minute something goes wrong, it's like they all got this. They're like, like that. That's what I'm getting. It's like while they partying and thinking that this is okay to do this to this person, there's someone that's coming in to interrupt that, like, whoa, like that. Damn. I'm getting something very significant about the Ace of Swords reverse. They will not proceed any further with causing you harm. And this is what's putting them in their head. Good. Yeah, with money. They get the fuck out the energy, bro. These individuals need to just get, yeah, it's gonna backfire. Ada Wine versus I'm saying that. All of this and what they keep on doing through something online communication, stealing currency, this is all being blocked off, is what it looks like. They're not going to get away with none of this. That's also being discovered too. These same individuals been doing this to you, has been trying to affect you online in a certain kind of way with finances. That's another thing being discovered and caught. But yet these individuals are supposed to a victim. Fuck out of here. Eight of Pentacles. They're fraudulent ass people. That's what they are, bro. A bunch of frauds. Damn. It remind me of the word frog for some reason. I don't know why. Frog. You know what I'm saying? It remind me of the word frog. It's all gonna backfire. Look, Queen of Swords, I'm saying that. After the Eight of Pentacles, it's like, oh, whoa. Yeah, look, that is somebody doing, bro. Somebody could literally be doing that. I said, oh, hold on a minute. You know what I'm saying? Mhm. Lady. Look, ooh, right after the Queen of Swords, hold up a minute. Boom, you're done. Y'all are done. Y'all are okay. So this is right after the Queen of Swords, right where they belong. Okay, so that right there would be the individual explain something like, "Oh, hold up a minute. They're done. Boom, fuck out of here." Four of Cup Traverse. What else? Queen of Wands. They don't see something pending on them. This is a pending. This is something that's pending along with that tower and this card right here pertaining to all of this being done. There's something that's pending. Someone thinks that they're gonna look towards a bright future, huh? It's gonna catch them off guard, bro. There's an authority figure that's gonna get caught off guard. That's very arrogant and prideful. Four of Wands reverse, and this little bullshit connection that they may have with this other person to do this to this person, or if this could be pertaining to a connection that they're in, this ain't a good look. This is the exact opposite of a surprise. This is a surprise that they don't want at their residence, and it's a knock by one of these individuals. Several of them being arrested at their place of residence with a search warrant. Good. Fucking thief. Yeah, Page of Sword diverse. And it's gonna happen right in front of their daughters, possibly too. In front of their daughters or their sons. This a Fed right here. This the Feds right here. They could be sitting down in their chair one day, like watching TV, or they could be doing something all of a sudden. That may not happen though. That may not happen. Queen of Cup Traverse. And someone's gonna be upset about what they're gonna see. Someone's gonna start crying when that happens. They're gonna see their mom being arrested by a federal agent. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna take place. You wanna be an unfit parent? You wanna do this to somebody? You wanna be arrogant and prideful, huh? That Queen of Swords got everything on this person right here, what it looks like. That's connected to all that slander, defamation with the Page of Sword reverse, stealing money. Think you're gonna go off out there and live your best life. The Queen of Swords could have that on her mind too. Like she could be thinking that she's like, this person really thinks that they're gonna go out there and live their best life. I'm gonna tell you why the Queen of Swords is one of the main ones showing up to this person's place of residence because of her possibly seeing things like she got the evidence. Like this is one of the ones that obtain evidence. Clarify that. The Eight of Cups. Mhm. There's someone being walked with several of people right here. There's several of people walking them while they're in restraints. Two of Cups reverse could be them and their person. Their person may not be at the place of residence at the time that this happens, but they're gonna get it too. They person that they with is gonna get it too. They're gonna locate this person too that they've been in a connection with. King of Pentacles. That's another one. This person may be at their place of employment when that happens to them. That's another one. Page of Wands. The World. Bro, this sick fuck right here could be talking to someone, talking to a page, bro. While this happens, and it's like they bust them red-handed doing that shit. Hmm. Don't look too good for this situation. Give me a closing message. Closing message. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so there's a shift. Feds know these cowards are watching this video too that's been doing this shit to this person. They watching you watch this video. They're gonna make sure you ain't gonna watch me much longer. Just wait. And also, trying to attack these other readers too. Piece of shit. Fucking nasty ass energy. They're gonna remove you out of our energy. Out of our energy. Swatch. Queen of Wands, Tower reverse. So the closing message is Tower reverse, Three of Pentacles, Six of Wands reverse, Two of Wands reverse, the Five of Swords reverse, the Fool, Page of Cups reverse, Queen of Pentacles. Same thing is still being done. Somebody don't want to change something. Judgment reverse, someone being falsely accused. Okay, so these individuals are clearly not listening to their intuition to stop something. King of Pentacles reverse. Bad news could be coming to a King of Pentacles reverse, Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Swords, and it's like they're still trying to lie and trying to blame other people. Ain't none of these individuals gonna take accountability. None of them. None of them. With the judgment reverse. None of them. Now they're trying to blame a King of Pentacles. They're trying to blame a King of Pentacles. Now they're trying to blame another official for doing this, even though he could have been one of the ones that could have been involved. but this right here, it's not all off on them. Even though he may be connected to it, it's like they want this King of Pentacles to take a downfall, or they forced them to do that shit. But how come everybody else could have quit the department and left? I don't agree to one man taking a downfall for that. I'm going to speak up when it comes to that, bro. I don't agree for one official to take the downfall. This ain't fair. It's a highly unfair situation, but I'm gonna give my side of the situation. The King of Pentacles ain't the only one that's been doing that shady shit, bro. They just want this guy to go down so they could keep on repeating this process with somebody else that they could control. It's what it looks like. I'm not taking sides with this King of Pentacles reverse, but it's not just him, bro. Yes, this could be one of the main culprits, but there's other people that's connected to it. And I'm going to explain why this man shouldn't. It's like they're trying to accuse other people and still trying to avoid something, but yet still keep trying to do the same thing in order to get out of it, to repeat the process. King of Pentacles ain't the only one connected to that. I'll tell you that right now. No, he ain't. No, he's not. Why am I getting that energy? These two want to still be seen with this being in the upright, right? And this one being in the upright. They're not really in the upright because of this that's been done. It's like now they're trying to put the blame off on somebody else as to say, oh, well, this individual made them do it. Bullshit. Because how come other officials may have dropped out and left this department? That's how the King of Pentacles could be looking at it. Ain't nobody making them do it, bro. They doing this shit because they want to do it. Why am I being guided to call this out when it comes to this King of Pentacles reverse energy? That I feel that this is unfair for just one of them to take the downfall when these individuals engaged in this because they wanted to do that. Seven of Cups. Because of a lot of brainwashing. Seven of Cups is brainwashing energy, trying to throw confusion because they don't want to be seen. Other people don't want to be seen to be doing this because they want to continuously cover this up in order for this to continue. That's why. Because what you think is going to happen if they was to confront this individual about doing this with the Three of Pentacles? And to have this individual face consequences, this is still going to continue as long as these rats are inside this institution. It's going to have to be cleared up. Multiple people are going to have to be raided because of that. You can't have these individuals working in there, not just the King of Pentacles, it's other people. You can't have them in there running this because it's going to continue, bro. I'm telling you. But this is just all going on between these individuals. This is not the higher ups energy. This is just what's going on within their current energy right now for the closing message. But I'm getting the vibes that this King of Pentacles shouldn't be the only one to take a downfall because as long as you got these individuals that originally started this, it's going to continue to run that. No matter if he gets thrown out the institution or not. they're trying to avoid accountability so they could keep on getting away with doing this, and they're trying to get the King of Pentacles to take all the downfall for it. Is that what's going on? Because the way I'm looking at it as, and the way the King of Pentacles could be looking at it, how come other officials quit? Because they didn't agree to certain procedures or unlawful orders being given. I'm just gonna tell it like it is. How come other officials had the bravery and integrity about themselves to leave? So that right there is gonna prove that nobody is being forced to participate in this. It's because they want to do that. How come other people left? Is this what's going on with this King of Pentacles energy? Like they're trying to get this man to have all the downfall on him. Yes. Yes, they are. So they could continuously move forward and get away with doing this shit. That's why it ain't all the King of Pentacles' fault, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now. No, it ain't. It don't matter if this man may be orchestrating something or there may be some unlawful orders. It don't fucking matter. Why are these individuals following the unlawful orders to start with? Man, let me stop. You know what I'm saying? Why are they continuously engaging in the Six of Wands reverse to follow behind? They ain't gotta follow behind that shit. I'm telling you, that's the way the king. Okay, so people may, okay, they may be wrong. The King of Pentacles is wrong, but he's not the only one that's in the wrong. No, he's not. See, I'm somebody that can balance a situation and judge a situation fairly. It ain't all this man's fault. Even though this is an imbalanced energy right here, this is wrong, but he's not the only one, bro. They have the choice to not follow these orders with the Six of Wands reverse. And the way he could be looking at a public figure with the Six of Wands reverse, even though it may be making him look bad and he may not be too proud, he's seeing it that, well, damn, this person could challenge the law. This person don't agree to having their rights violated. If they could stand up that way, then so can these individuals. So the King of Pentacles does have an accurate viewpoint of the situation. It's just the way things are being done are not right. It's not lawful. But I will stand up and say and speak out when it comes to this King of Pentacles reverse. This is not the only official, bro, that should be going down. These individuals have the freedom of choice to either participate or to walk off. I get you on that level, King of Pentacles. Whoever this is resonating with, even though it's in reverse, I understand that clearly. Even when these individuals, see, these individuals don't even know what the hell they doing to start with the Seven of Cups. But personally, when it comes to a fair, accurate judgment, I understand that on that level. Because they can either choose to follow or they can unfollow these orders. With the Six of Wands reverse, he could be looking at it that way, but it's like these individuals are trying to gaslight him as to say, well, they're forcing him, or he's forcing them. Even if it's by force, they have their own free will to move, to leave. Like, damn, bro, does this individual have any restraint on them? Bro, they don't got any restraints on them. It don't matter what he says. He's not gonna hurt them. With the King of Pentacles, I'm getting that very. He ain't gonna hurt him. How come everybody else that left and he didn't do nothing about it? He could have got mad at it. This could have really pissed him off. But guess what? They got their own freedom of choice, bro. They got their own freedom of choice. That's the way I'm looking at it. And the King of Pentacles may feel misunderstood, like he's not being understood on that level. And it's like they're trying to have him take so they could continuously get away with doing the same shit with somebody else. That's what I'm getting here. Even though it may have been involved with the King of Pentacles, it don't matter. I don't believe this man should take the downfall for all of this being done because they had every opportunity to reject this man's, if he was given orders, to disregard that and not listen to it. But yet they was afraid of doing that because we're not really being afraid, but it's like they're trying to gaslight in order to twist a lot of lies and to twist the situation in order to continue. Bro, once somebody else gets in a position, the same ones that are behind this are going to continue to do this. They don't want everybody rated. Is what it looks like. They don't want everybody rated. They just want this King of Pentacles to take the backlash. But he's not the only one. Even though this is a negative energy, when it comes to this man feeling misunderstood and like these individuals are trying to have him take all the downfall, I get that on that level. Like that is wrong. That is wrong with the judgment reverse. I agree that he shouldn't take the downfall for all what was going on. I'm just saying my part. I'm just saying my part because this right here, bro, even though it's wrong at the same time, but still though, why are these individuals falling behind the Six of Wands reversed? Why are they falling behind that? Why are they falling behind orders that they really don't? It's like they're trying to project as if, oh, they don't want to follow them. They're being forced to follow them. But at the same time, how come other people quit? You got other people out there that quit. Why did other people leave with the Six of Wands reversed? Why they leave? I'm gonna tell you why, because they don't agree to that. So that right there is gonna better to prove that he ain't forcing anybody to do shit. He ain't hurting them. He could have got pissed off because, oh well damn, he ain't got nobody working. He oh fuck. He could have got pissed off. But still though, how come these other people left that wasn't agreeing to follow behind these orders with the Six of Wands reverse? This individual right here just wants to stay in this position. That's what it is. They want to keep that. They want to keep that so they can keep on getting away with it. So they can move forward like nothing ever happened to where they can stay and keep doing the same shit with somebody different in order to try to blame somebody. Bro, this is a delusional belief. With the Seven of Cups, this ain't going to work. Am I channeling this accurately? Apparently so. Hold on, there's too many cards. Four of Wands want to come up. So look at that. Want to come up like this. It's like this don't even make any sense. It's not even in the reverse position or the upper. It's like this. Like these people literally think that they can stand on the wall and levitate in midair while their house is tipped sideways, like on the side. I am channeling this accurately because this is a situation meant to have people. It's like a sideways. I don't know. Give me another clarification. Am I channeling this energy right with the closing message? Yes. Six of Pentacle reverse. Six of Pentacle reverse. I am because they want to continuously get away with abusing this position. That's what it is. So they could keep on continuously causing delays. They want to have this position so they could keep on scamming and causing delays. So that right there is going to better to prove that they're not the only ones involved. Aha! That right there is catching them up. I'm guessing somebody may know that though. Somebody may know that. Why? Okay, y'all just heard how I explained that, right? Why would they want somebody to take the downfall by themselves in order for them to continuously do this over and over and over and over and over? So that right there is going to better to prove they have their own free will. But yet, this is what they're using to their advantage to twist everything against this person in order for them to avoid detection with the Seven of Swords. But guess what? They're not going to better to avoid it. These two right here are trying to get this man to appear as if they're in reverse too. They don't want to take accountability. Ain't nobody forcing shit. This is just a desperation to get somebody with delays and to get them in trouble and to keep on trying to get in their way with abusing their position. That's what this is about. And there's proof to prove that too at the Page of Pentacles. Financial proof to prove it. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. So I am channeling this right. Look at that. Somebody could be proud of me as I say good job. This King of Pentacles could be enthused because that is earth energy here. This King of Pentacles could be highly enthused with how I'm channeling that. Like this give me the vibes. Good job, Scorpio, man. Yeah, he watching. Look, Page of Swords. He could be watching. He could be observing the live stream. Clarify that. It's pretty obvious I meant to call this out because I don't agree to one person going down for that, bro. Queen of Cups reverse. Yeah, it's like these individuals just want to get away with emotionally manipulating people because that's what this is. It's like they want to emotionally manipulate people and to drain everybody else their resources, but yet extract their energy and to use that to their advantage in order to once again to avoid detection. But how are they going to be able to avoid? How are they going to be able to avoid detection where something's already caught with using the individual's identity that's pertaining to these two right here? So how is one person going to better to take the downfall? That's bullshit. The Two of Pentacles, they're trying to figure something out in order for this individual to take the downfall where everybody is not, but this is in their own delusional beliefs. They're trying to come up with a plan, is what it looks like, in order to have something. This individual right here take the backfall or the downfall. So they could continuously move forward with committing the same damn process. It ain't gonna happen that way though. They're trying to force this on this King of Pentacles reverse. Okay, so who's forcing who? Something's telling me that these individuals are trying to force this all up on this King of Pentacles. So who's forcing what? Exactly. Two feminine manipulators here trying to manipulate shit because they know they're guilty for doing this in the first place because they're the ones that started it apparently. You know what this is giving me the vibes of these two right here? I don't know if you ever watched the movie Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves and how they had those two crazy ass girls that came to his house and they sat there and did all that stupid shit. They sat there and put the earmuffs on him like his headphones and turned the music all the way up. These individuals right here are crazy. Yeah, Ten of Wands reversed. That's the type of energy I'm getting from you. I don't know where that's coming from, y'all. Oh, so they could be doing some nasty shit and yet trying to accuse the masculine of doing uh-uh, because if you really look at that, I don't know how many of y'all watched that movie, but these two females are giving the vibes of those two crazy girls on that movie. sat there and brainwashed them, talked them into doing shit, then want to turn on them and yet brainwash him and sit there and hurt the guy over and over and over and over and over and over and over. I don't know how many of y'all out there watch that movie, but I want to say it's called Knock Knock. And the person that plays in that movie is Keanu Reeves. Plays in that movie. I know it's a movie, y'all, but still though, this is the kind of energy that these individuals right here are carrying. Why am I channeling that movie? Because this is an upsetting situation. That's why. Because it's resonating with how crazy these two are when it comes to a situation because they want to get away with that. They want to get away with it. It's like they had their own free will to leave the man's house, but guess what? They stayed there and continued to do shady shit. Yeah, yeah, this is man. I don't know how many people are resonating with this message, y'all, but this is a confirmation with the Five of Cups. Out of all these cards right here, that there's some truths to that, bro. These individuals, I know it's a movie, y'all, but I'm just saying, if y'all ever watched that movie, I watched this a long time ago. It came on TV, and it's called Knock Knock. I want to say with Keanu Reeves. Just if that's not the name of the movie, I want to say it is that movie. Just type in on the Google search bar Keanu Reeves with two crazy girls in the movie, and it should come up. There's gonna be a blonde headed lady, there's gonna be a brunette haired lady, and they're both crazy. And they show up at his doorstep and do all kind of shady shit to him, and yet want to sit there and twist everything against him towards the end. I'm gonna have to go ahead and share that one of the episodes on my community post. I'm telling you right now, bro, these two females right here are slick and nasty like that. I'm telling you. They know exactly what they doing. They know exactly what the hell they doing. Yet they want to have this individual right here take the downfall. It's bullshit. Yeah, look at that Hierophant car. As I'm saying that. Clarify the Hierophant. Look, Queen of So oh, there's a Hierophant authority figures like, oh, wait up a fucking minute. Okay, so that's individual right here in the higher position is pissed off. Yeah, yeah, with the Queen of Swords reverse, she's pissed off because she knows what these two are about. Remember how we seen earlier with that Queen of Swords? Had how she was facing towards this individual behind? Like that with the Eight of Swords energy? This individual right here knows what these individuals are about, and this could be pissing her off. Because she witnessed what they was doing. They had their own free will to walk away and not follow these orders. And yet go try to make this guy take the downfall? All on him, huh? Bullshit. Three of Wands? Sound to me, this Queen of Swords about ready to make a move. She, she ain't happy. She ain't celebrating. She knows that these individuals right here are fucking weak. They're weak. That's not just one, all of them going down, whether they like it or not. It ain't just gonna be him. It's gonna be all of them. They wanted to join the party. They could be the same ones how could I say this? They want to be the same ones to join the party They're going to be the same ones escorted out of this celebration energy and for it to be stopped. There's another one right here. King of Cup Traverse. This is pervert. This is a group of perverted females. They're perverted females. And it looked like to me they like to project their perversion on masculines. This is the witches right here, bro. This is some of the witches right here. They're perverted. And this Quintosaurus knows that they're predators. This is predator females right there. It may be hard to believe, y'all, but it is. That's what's pissing this Quintosaurus off. Because if y'all really look at the movie Knock Knock, you're gonna see exactly what these individuals was doing. But it's a lot more extreme than that. This Quintosaurus has a problem with some females. Trying to act all innocent. They ain't not a one of them innocent. None of them. Fucking nasty ass energy. Yeah, four swords, Quintosaurus, like they're all going down. Especially these right here. These two that think that they gonna get away with the seven of swords ain't getting away with nothing. Why am I getting this Queen of Swords is mad? Because she's been following these people. She's been investigating them. That's why. She's been investigating them. She knows exactly what they're doing. She knows that they're a follower too. They're a follower. They're one of the main ones causing problems. That's what it looks like. Yeah, with the Nine of Wands reverse. Bruh, there's one of these individuals that can be identified as a skinwalker. Wow. So they have the ability to manipulate forces around them and to literally transform people into things that are not human. Skinwalker type vibes. They know how to manipulate animals. They know how to manipulate humans. They know how to manipulate things in their surroundings with malevolent forces. It's basically a shapeshifter. This Quintosaurus could be observing the fact that they have a reptilian face. There's something very significant about one of these individuals' facial structure. They've identified them to have some reptilian look to them, is what it looks like. This is a person observing their body language and observing how they look and what energy they feel from them. They have an animal like, there's something very significant about their face that's creating this. There's an energy around them, brother. This Quintosaurus can pick up. They see like an animalistic nature about this person's face, almost as if they have like a werewolf look to it, like not with the hair and all that, but like a wickedness to them. And they're trying to hide that, but this Quintosaurus knows all about it. Yeah, and he's still going to jail. And he's still going. I'm telling you. Eight of Swords energy. There's something very significant about this person's facial structure that is being analyzed from this Queen of Swords that sees like an animalistic nature about this person that's not human. This is a witch that is under investigation by a higher powered authority figure. That's a female analyzer. Why am I getting skinwalker energy? Look, there's an animal right here too. Look at that. King of Wands reverse because she could be controlling a masculine official. There's an official here in reverse. But this is control. Like this individual has the power to control individuals, to turn them into things that they're really not. Damn. This can be this give me the vibes of like a feminine with a very masculine frame, with a King of Wands reverse, a overly aggressive frame. They could shapeshift it to looking like a man too. They could look like an animal one minute and yet a man the next minute. It's like it's a shape shifting energy. This person's a danger to society. Yeah, this person's a danger to society. This is clarifying that skinwalker energy. I'm not really getting this as a King of Wands reverse. It could be, but this is the energy that this person is feminine is in. And this is causing a King of Wands to be in a reverse position. Knight of Cup traverse. This could be causing this masculine to be on the flip side. So this could be causing a masculine to be on the flip side. This all about the LGBTQ energy with the Knight of Cup traverse. That would explain why. Because of this feminine that has the power to transform this person into this energy. But justice is gonna be served when it comes to that. You know what I'm kind of getting? The King of Pentacles, like these individuals that may have been doing certain things for a certain period of time, may not have to take the downfall. It's the ones that are extreme on a witch side. Hold on, y'all. So there's something very significant about the individual that may be in the synergy may not have to take the downfall, and it may end up being a few witches. These three, these three right here is where the probably where the main problem is. Yeah, the world reverse. Look at the animals up here, bro. Look at that. The animals. I'm getting something very significant about the masculines may have more control over who they are. They know how to control themselves when it comes to who they are. But it's like something has a hold of them spiritually. Something has a hold of them spiritually. But they have more control over them not wanting to do certain things is what I'm getting. But it's like something keeps manipulating them on a spiritual level to do that. Yeah, this in regards to somebody manipulate something on a spiritual level in order for that to happen. But this is all pertaining to why I disagree in this person right here taking a downfall for everything. Even though they may have some wicked ways about them, it's just the main problem is these witches, man, that like to do shady shit like this. And one of them could be a skinwalker. That's what I'm getting heavily. I'm getting this Queen of Swords could have been analyzing some of these witches' facial structure and seen some type of reptilian or animalistic nature about them, about their facial structure that shape shifted into like a masculine. They look like a man and an animal at the same time. And that right there was a sure sign in itself that there's something going on with this person. But anyways, y'all, that's what I have for the reading. This will not resonate with everybody. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. I will have a donations link in the description box below. This could be pertaining to voodoo practice too that was done. Yeah, there's a lot of dark stuff that's being discovered, bro, with the high priestess reverse. This could be affecting that King of Pentacles reverse. A group of witches, several of them, could be up to three of them, one to two to three of them, affecting this King of Pentacles reverse. Like if they have a dark side, this right here is pulling more of their dark side out. But it's like they have the control over certain things to where they're not gonna allow that to get too much out of hand. But something keeps manipulating them in order for that to happen. But anyways, y'all, that's what I have for the reading. That's what I have for the current energy for tonight, December of 2025. Y'all make sure y'all give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if y'all enjoy the content. I will have a donations link in the description box below. Peace.